house. In the 1700s, the Massachusetts colony was a thriving and diverse community with a strong economy based in agriculture, fishing, and trade. Here's some information about the different aspects of life in the Massachusetts colony during that time. So right here is the first house we made, which is where their like living quarters would be. Pretty cool. And then we got evergreen estates rooted in endless possibilities. Now, if we head this way, uh, here is our dock. Fishing was a crucial industry in the Massachusetts colony, given its proximity to the Atlantic Ocean. Coastal towns such as Boston, Salmon, and Gloucester were important centers for fishing activities. Cod, mackerel, haddock, and other fish were abundant in the waters off the coast, and fishing provided a significant source of food and income for the colonists. Salted fish became a staple export, serving as valuable commodity for trade with other colonies and Europe. So if we go out here, we have a lot of squid, we got a lot of fishes, dolphin, whatever, pufferfish. This is a big ocean we got right over here. If we head over this way, we got ourselves a wheat farm because agriculture was fundamental part of the economy in the Massachusetts colony. Colonists practiced both subsistence and commercial farming. Common crops included corn, wheat, barley, oats, and various vegetables. Livestock such as cattle, pigs, and sheep were also raised. So here's our little farm and wheat. And here are our piggies. Right over here, our sheep we got here. We got a baby sheep too. Alright, where are we going to next? Oh, the blacksmith. The blacksmith were skilled artisans who worked with metals, primarily iron, and played a vital role in the local economy. They were responsible for forging tools, implements, and various metal goods. The blacksmith's forge was a central place in many colonial towns, providing essential service to the community. Blacksmiths crafted a wide range of items, including nails, horseshoes, plows, axes, and more. The tools and products created by blacksmiths were really good for other industries, such as farming, construction, and transportation. They contributed significantly to the overall development and self-sufficiently to the colony. So right here, we got our little blacksmith. And I guess our armor just decided to despawn. But here's where they melt their stuff, their fire and lava they get. Here's the issues we got. We got Native Americans and Native Africans. The relationship between the Massachusetts colony and the Native Americans in the 1700s was complex and influenced by a variety of factors, including cultural differences, economic interests, and territorial disputes. It's important to note that interactions between European settlers and Native Americans varied across different regions to the tribes, and the experience were not uniform, which means they weren't good. And here they are. They were not nice to each other, so that's why they're stuck in there. Not good. Alright. Now we're over at the church. They were very religious, so the religious aspect was a significant and defining element in the Massachusetts colony during the 1700s. The colony was founded by Puritans, a group of English Protestants who sought to reform the Church of England. The Puritans held strong religious convictions and played a central role in shaping the culture, governance, and daily life of the Massachusetts Bay Colony. And they would go to the Native Americans and force them to change their religion. So if you come inside the church, we have all your books. We don't know why, but books. Obviously got your seats, your glass windows, your cross, and then we have the priest right here. We're reading with post. So this is the church. And if you come out here, we have ourselves our map. And yeah, the map shows everything from the colony. If you come right on this way, you have a ship because the ships were a big part of how they got from England over to here, which is Massachusetts, obviously. And they also carried slaves and whatnot, all their goods they transported. And ships were pretty big deal. So we got docks too for the ships. And if you come right over this way, their trade and export they had a lot of trade and export. So we have barrels because that's what they made the most of, and they sold it to traded it, whatever they wanted to do with it. So we made a little barrel farm. Come right over here, buy this stuff, the wheat. You have the villages, houses, which there could be more, but this is like the early settlement, so there's not a lot going on yet. So then, if you go to the last spot, two more spots, we have the slave, because they were first place, I believe, to let slaves like happen, and slavery was okay to own. So if you come in here, this is where they wait to be sold, you could say. So we have like a little slave hut, which they came from the ships. From the ships, they came to here, and yeah. So then if you come here, this is like just the town hall. Nothing too much to it. That's awkward. Yeah. Okay, so if you go upstairs, you just got little places to be. This is where everyone kind of went when they had to talk about what they were doing. And yeah, that's about it. They have their trees everywhere around them for their materials and when they would eventually migrate onto other places. But yeah, that right there is the first colony. Okay, well,